All right, guys, where's Willy Wonka? Because I need to be rolled out of here like Violet. I ate so much. I am so full. Ugh. Bring on the Oompa Loompas. Hi guys, so I'm here at the Bacchanal Buffet inside of Caesar's Palace, and we are gonna go eat at the Brunch Buffet. Let's go on in. Hi guys, so I am here at the Bacchanal Buffet. I am here for brunch, which they have now opened up for brunch on the weekends. It's from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. Reservations are still required as of today, which is November 7th. When you come in, you're gonna wanna arrive about 10 to 15 minutes early from your reservation, because you have to check in at the front. So you check in with them, then you get in a line to pay, and that can take another 10 to 15 minutes, maybe longer depending on how busy it is. And then on top of that, after you pay, then you have to get into line to wait for your table. So you definitely want to arrive a little bit early, especially if you're hungry, because it's gonna take a little bit to get you through and get you to a table. At least that was my experience. So I have a whole bunch of food. I'm gonna try as many things as I can. I am only one person though, so bear with me. I might not get through all of it, but I'm gonna start with the hot items, the breakfast items first. So I did get a couple of different breakfast items that are from the hot menu. So I'm very excited. This is gonna be, let's try this one first. So this is a birthday cake pancake, and then a bananas Foster's French toast, which sounded amazing. So let's go ahead and give this a try. Let me get my silverware and my napkin set up here. Now, I'm not usually a big birthday cake person, but I'll be honest, the reason I like it is because it's colorful. So I don't actually know what the flavor is supposed to be a birthday cake. Is it its own flavor? I don't really know, but it was colorful, it was pretty, and I thought it was a good way to start off my brunch. So let's try the pancake here. Get a little bit of that syrup. Okay. Honestly, not a huge fan. I mean, the pancake itself is a good texture. It's a good consistency. It's not soggy from the syrup, and it's not too, it's not stale. But it has that manufactured taste that you get with sprinkles. And I think that's maybe what I'm tasting. It just has that kind of artificial flavor to it. But if you like birthday cake, I would say still give this a try. Okay, let's try the French toast here. I have high hopes for this. I love bananas Foster. Let's see. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Very good consistency. It's got a nice little chew to it. It has a little bit of that sponginess that you're looking for in French toast. And then of course the sweetness from the syrup. The next thing I got is chicken and waffles. And it looks really good. The waffle looks like it's a good size, good portion of chicken to the actual waffle. And of course you're pickled on top. And I love these little food picks. They have the Bacchanal Buffet on them. Now, it didn't say if this was spicy, or I didn't read if it was spicy, so let's find out. Oh, that's really good. The chicken definitely has a little heat to it, so if you're sensitive to heat and spice, maybe just take a little bit of it and test it out first, or have something to kind of cool your mouth down. But the waffle is delicious, super fluffy. It's like a little Belgian waffle, very fluffy on the inside. Paired that with the chicken. The chicken is very juicy, very tender. Really, really good combination. Definitely get this. Okay, next up are cheesy tots, and you know I had to get them because hello, potatoes. Like, what are you even thinking? Okay, cheesy tots. I love tater tots. I know some people don't really like them. I actually really like them. And then you add cheese and bacon and green onions, and I'm sold. So let's try it out. It looks like it does have a little bit of scrambled egg on it too. Now, I will be honest, these were sitting out for a little bit, I think. So let's see how it is. You can tell because the cheese is a little bit kind of not stale, but cooled off, if you will. So the texture of the tater tots is really good. Very crispy, very crunchy on the outside, but still nice and soft on the inside. Well seasoned. And then of course the cheese and the bacon. I mean, cheese and bacon, let's just be honest. You could eat anything with cheese and bacon on it. You could feed me a piece of cardboard and I'd eat it if it had cheese and bacon on it. So this is something new. This is a little mini Loco Moco. And I'll be honest, I've actually never had Loco Moco. I've never been to Hawaii yet. But it does have the rice, the patty, the gravy, and then the egg on the top. And it looked really good. So let's try it out. Get a little bit of that gravy, get some of the rice. It looks like the patty is about medium to medium rare. So it's a little rare for my taste, but I know a lot of you guys like that. Ooh, that's good. That is super flavorful. The gravy is very savory. And it's really a good consistency. It's not too thick, not too thin. It's Goldilocks. And the rice is well seasoned. And the patty is well seasoned also. I mean, it's a good, I think actually that it's a good choice that they made to cook these medium rare-ish. I don't know that they always do. Maybe this was just a fluke, but I do think it was a good choice. Okay, next up is the corned beef Benedict. So it has corned beef hash on the bottom, which I really like, and then a poached egg on top. So let's break open this egg and see, let's break open the egg and see if it's cooked well. Ooh, yes it is. Perfectly poached egg. I love when it breaks open and the yolk is all runny. All right, let's try this Benedict out. Oh, and there's hash browns on the bottom. So it has hash brown, well, I'm an idiot. Corned beef hash. It usually has hash browns, right? Okay. Let's try this corned beef hash out. It's pretty mild in flavor, so if you're someone that doesn't really like a lot of spice or a lot of heat or anything like that, this would be a good thing to get. It tastes like a Denver scramble. It has the bell pepper and the onion in it, but then you also have the hash browns and then the corned beef, and all together with that poached egg and the yolk on it, very delicious. Definitely a good breakfast item. Next plate. So this is actually the Asian section, and I got just a couple of things. So I ended up getting a spicy tuna sushi roll, California roll, salmon poke, tuna poke, a shrimp shumai, and then a crab ragu. I did not get chopsticks, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna eat this all with a fork. Okay, let's move these out of the way. Let's try this shrimp shumai first. Let me cut it open and I'll show you what's inside. It's good, but it's not the best. The flavors are there. I'm just not super, I don't know, there's just something about it that's not like wowing me. But it is good. Okay. Crab rangoons are one of my favorite things. Let me break this open. They usually have cream cheese, which is why I love them. It's pretty good. It's not the best one I've ever had. It's very light on the filling. They didn't put a lot of filling in it, but the little filling they did put is good. Next up, let's try spicy tuna roll. That's actually quite good. I would get that again. The tuna isn't too spicy, but it does have a little kick to it from the sriracha. The sushi rice is actually very good quality. It's soft, so it's exactly how it's supposed to be. And even sitting out, a lot of times at buffets, sushi, when it sits out, the rice gets a little stale. This is perfect. Absolutely great. All right, let's try. So this one's a California roll, but it also has some some salmon on top. And it looks really good. Let's see how it tastes though. Oh, the rice is falling apart on me. I waited a little too long to eat this. Sorry, this is not going to be elegant. The quality is really good. Very happy with the sushi rice because a lot of buffets seem to mess that up. This is actually very good sushi rice. All right, let's try these little poke cups. These are the cutest little cups. So the poke cups, it looks like it comes with a little bit of the rice on the bottom, and then of course the poke, and then it also has some black sesame seeds for the salmon one. I'm gonna put in a piece of cucumber. I'm gonna put a little soy sauce on it, just because it doesn't have any like sauce, it looks like. Okay, let's give this a try. I love poke so much, you guys. Let's see. Oh no, lost some of the rice. I'm not a clean eater, guys. I get food everywhere. I need a bib. I'm like a child. Ooh. That is really good. Oh my God. Again, the rice is so good. Great consistency. And then that salmon, very fresh, very buttery. It does look like they actually put a little bit of mayonnaise in it. So there was some sauce and it just adds to the flavor. But I would recommend putting a little bit of soy sauce in it. Wow. All right, let's try the tuna one. So the tuna one has green onion, which I love. Ooh. Very good. I like the salmon one a little bit more, but it's still very good. The tuna is very fresh, no fishiness to it. And again, the rice is perfect. Delicious. So good. All right, I should probably move on to this one because it's been sitting for a little bit and now I'm worried it's not going to be very good. So I ended up getting a pineapple turmeric smoothie, which I lost the pineapple. The pineapple was on this cute little stick, but it has been lost to the smoothie, never to be seen again. I love a good pineapple smoothie. Really pineapple anything, obviously. Big fan of pineapple. Shout out to Vegas Best Ideas. So this is a pineapple turmeric smoothie, and turmeric actually is supposed to have a lot of really good health benefits. I'm not super into that stuff, like the health benefits and things, but let me grab the pineapple out of here. I do enjoy pineapple, so let's see how this is. Cheers, guys. That's good. I don't know what turmeric is supposed to taste like, but all I taste is pineapple, so I'm a happy girl. And then this is a raspberry, I forget, raspberry chia seed pudding. I don't remember what it is. I think it's a chia seed pudding with a layer of raspberries and then maybe some yogurt on the top. Let's see. Yogurt on the top. Oh, that's good. The raspberry in the middle is what makes it. It is pretty bitter because yogurt is just naturally bitter, but that's actually quite good. Not gonna lie, I wasn't really sure what I was gonna expect of this, if I thought I would like it, but that's good. If you like yogurt and you like raspberries, I can recommend that. So I did end up getting, I got some food from the Latin station, and then I also got some food from the American and meat station. So we're gonna give this all a try. It all looks so good, guys. Everything here has been so good so far. All right, so I did get brisket, and it was a barbecue brisket, beef brisket. I got the beef tri-tip, which looked really good, and then I also got the prime rib. And then I ended up getting some macaroni and cheese, and the vegetable to be healthy, I got 3 green beans. That counts as being healthy, right? Leave me a comment and let me know, guys. Do you actually eat salads and vegetables when you come to buffets, or do you fill up on like the expensive stuff like the meats and seafoods? Okay, so let's try this brisket. Brisket. This one's the brisket, the dark one. Let's try cutting into this. Oh, I have cream cheese on my knife still. Ooh, it looks really juicy. It's very tender, very moist. Sorry to those of you who hate that word. It doesn't have a lot of flavor to it though. It definitely has that smokiness from the barbecue, which I like. But aside from that, there's not a whole lot of seasoning on it. But the meat itself is very good, super tender. This is the tri-tip. So let's try a piece of the tri-tip. It's much tougher to cut. It definitely does not fall apart like the brisket does. But it still looks good. Has some fatty pieces and pretty moist, pretty juicy. Definitely a lot of juice in this. The tri-tip is delicious. The tri-tip is really good. It's a very lean cut of tri-tip, and it's very, very well seasoned. Some of this might be the au jus that I poured on, because it has that savory saltiness that I like. But it is pretty tender. It's not as tender as the brisket. It's a little bit tougher to cut. However, the flavor makes up for it. Absolutely amazing. So good. So those of you who watch any of my other videos or like my cruise videos, you guys know I love prime rib, so I'm really excited for this. Let's see. Oh, so good. Excellent prime rib. The prime rib has that super seasoned, like savory, distinctly prime rib flavor. Very good. Very tender, super juicy. Definitely a fattier cut than the tri-tip, but it's interesting. It's like inversely proportional between flavor and the tenderness. Like the brisket was the most tender of all 3 of these, but it had the least amount of flavor to it versus the prime rib and the tri-tip had much more flavor, but they were a lot less tender. If that makes any sense. Either way, the meats are all very good. I would highly recommend all of these meats. Okay. Here's my attempt to be healthy by eating good green bean. I actually really enjoy green beans, and these are cooked exceptionally well. I think they must have been like blanched because they're super crisp. And usually if you saute them or you roast them, they kind of get like shrivelly. But these are actually very good. They have a lot of pepper, a lot of garlic, and it almost tastes like it has like chili oil or something because it has this kick to it that I wasn't expecting, but it's delicious. It definitely makes them a lot more yummy. So I'm getting pretty full. For the Latin plate, I got a duck quesadilla, some birria, a churro, some guacamole, and some ceviche. Normally I would eat the churro last because it's kind of a dessert, but I think I'm going to eat it first because I'm worried if I eat everything else first, this is going to get cold and it's going to not taste great. So here's the churro. I love churros, but I will say I have very high expectations from churros because you go to Disneyland and get a churro and it's like the best churro ever, and it's just hard to measure up to that. So let's see how the Bacchanal Buffet does. That's actually quite a good churro. I definitely think if you're gonna get the churros though, eat it first, because if it cools off and gets cold, it's definitely not gonna be as good. All right, let's try this duck quesadilla. It's been sitting for a little bit, so it does kind of look a little bit stale, but we're gonna try it anyway. It's spicy, I wasn't expecting that, but it's good. They use a corn tortilla for it, and you can really taste that corn flavor. And then the avocado is really good at kind of cooling the mouth off because this is actually quite spicy. Let's try this birria. So I just got it plain, I didn't get it with anything, just so I can try the meat on its own. Delicious. So good. Super tender, melts in your mouth, and the flavors are just phenomenal. Birria is so good. Last thing of food is the ceviche. So they do have a couple different kinds of ceviche. They had one that had octopus in it as well, but I just chose to get the standard one with shrimp because I don't like octopus. So this one has just shrimp in it, and then it has the onion and the tomato. Looks really good. That's good also. Very limey. I mean, I know it's ceviche. It definitely has a very strong citrus flavor, which I enjoy. But overall, this is still very good. All right, guys. Last but not least, we have our dessert plate. So I ended up getting some pineapple sorbet, a little dessert cone, some tiramisu, ube chiffon cake, and raspberry jelly. All right, first up, let's try the pineapple sorbet. They do have a lot of flavors over there. They have some interesting flavors, but I am boring, and I also, if there's pineapple, guys, I gotta have the pineapple. So let's give this a try. Ooh. I think I made a good choice. The thing I like about sorbet is that it's light. It's a little bit sour and tangy, but it works really well as a palate cleanser. So after all the savory foods, I like to have sorbet, and it kind of cleanses the palate, makes room for, you know, the sweet stuff now. That is really good sorbet. Okay. Let's give this dessert cone a try. It's so cute looking. Look at how cute this is. Take a bite. Ooh. It's filled with like a chocolate ganache, and the cone is like, it's a waffle cone, I think, because it has like that waffle crunch. Ooh, that was a good pick. I like this. That was really good. Let's try this little tiramisu. Very light, very airy. It's very fluffy. Really, I was expecting it to have a little bit of density to it, because usually the lady fingers in there that are soaked kind of give it like a dense chew to it, but this doesn't have that. It's literally, it feels like eating air. This ube chiffon, I've never had ube, so I don't know what to expect, but I've heard good things about ube, so let's see what this is. Okay. That's actually pretty good. Let's try a little bit more. And it has like it's like a cake, and then the top is like whipped ube mousse. My first time trying ube flavored anything. I'm a fan. Whoops. Okay. Last up is this little raspberry jelly. It looks like it has little gold flakes on it, which is cute. Okay, let's try this out. It looks like it's kind of like a thicker jello. Ooh. That was sour. Wow. Much more sour than I was expecting. It's good, and it's raspberry flavored, but it has this really, really tart flavor to it that just kind of punches you in the face. If you need something that's a wake up, that might be a good idea. Not the biggest fan of the jelly. All right, I'm gonna go back to eating my sorbet here. Okay guys, so that does it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed seeing what the Bacchanal Brunch Buffet has to offer. And again, if you're looking for something that shows what the items are for everything here on the buffet line, I will leave that video linked up here somewhere or down below so that you can go ahead and see every item that was available on the buffet line. With that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you that watches these videos. Special shout out to Cynthia and her husband. Thank you guys so much for coming up and saying hello. I love meeting people who watch these videos. It's always such a pleasure to connect with you. So if you see me around, make sure that you guys come up and say hello. With that said, that's going to do it for today. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day, guys. Bye.